Hello, this is another video from the Monticello Technical Services Department. We're in the process of reviewing our network capacity and planning for a large migration. Many of you are very familiar with the Novell login screen, and that will be going away and we're moving to Microsoft. This system that we'll be changing to includes our network, but it also includes email. In order to save space and money, we need to review all of our network folders and email. Some of the network folders, as we've gone through them, are very, very large. Some of them haven't been accessed since 2004. We have found some personal information, such as pictures and videos, in some of those folders. And you can imagine we need to back up all this information daily, so the larger it gets, the bigger the backup systems and the faster the backup systems that we need. So we are preparing for this migration, and we're looking for your help. Here's the timeline. By March 1st, we would like all network folders to be under 5 gigs, and I'll show you later on how you can do that. By May 1st, please check your archived and your regular emails and delete what's not needed. The archived email also resides as one of your network folders called archived. Many of you have a lot of archived email, and that's what's adding to the size of your network folder. So go through and look and make sure you don't need all of it. Don't forget to include your sent mail. You can include calendaring if you want. We haven't chosen a new email system yet. We're still trying to figure that out. But when we do, it might impact how you access your old email. That's why we really want to get it down as small as possible. The new email system might require that you resend all your old email to your new email, or it might have some type of a tool that gives us the ability to migrate it from one to the other. We're going to cap student folders at 500 megs and a gig for secondary. We're trying to come up with a good system for shared folders. So we're asking for your cooperation to help us. If the home directories are too large, we'll just have to delete the files on our own, and we really won't know what the best strategies are for that. Determining the file size. Most of us will not get to this limit. If you have a lot of pictures and video, you'll exceed this amount. As it becomes more expensive to operate, we'll try and keep the district network available for more critical and student-related documents that need confidentiality. So it's like in the old days when you used to teach classes and you teach a new unit and you'd schlep all your stuff home, and then when you needed it for the next unit, you'd bring the stuff back to school. We're getting to the point where those closets that are getting full are actually our network folders. There are different ways that you can save some of those pictures and files that you don't need very often. You can use an external drive. You can use USB. I'm just asking that if you do use a USB drive, that you don't put any student data on it. If you put student data on it, you have to be very careful that it doesn't get lost. There are different solutions for saving, such as YouTube. We use YouTube a lot in Monticello, and we have a YouTube channel that students can access. You can contact me. I can help you out with that. So what are the different strategies? The quality and the resolution of your pictures and your video will impact the size they take. PDFs, which a lot of things are coming out in PDF now, are generally larger than Word documents. The length of your document, very large, long, extensive spreadsheets. And if you use headers, pictures, and if you have your own standardized stationery, that takes up a lot more space. So let me give you some strategies that you can use to see how large your space actually is. I'll give you two. If you go to My Computer, you can see that you have your network drive. Here's mine right here. But I want you to go to your building drive, which is your Q drive. Click on Users, and then look for your name. This is S. Rosito is here. Right-click and click on Properties. When you click on Properties, it will begin to tabulate how large your network folder is. It'll increase, and then you'll be able to see how many files you have. And it's very telling when you look and see you might have 30,000 files. You have to kind of decide, do I really need 30,000 files? Once you get to the point where you've figured out what all those files are, you can come up with different strategies. You can sort them by the date that they were modified. You can sort them by size. Now, you can't get to the size unless you open up the folder. So if I open up the folder called Grants, for example, and then I decide to open up my library grant folder, you can see the sizes come up here. So I might say, well, I want to look at the largest files that I have, 267 kilobytes, which isn't really that huge. And that might help you decide where you want to begin as far as deleting, or how you've accessed them. And you can see some of these are from 2004. I'm using this as an illustration. We also have provided with you another tool which you might really like. Is if you go to my computer and you go to the P drive, which is the P drive is our playground or the district drive, and you'll see something here called Disk Report. Double click on it and it will launch. This reporting tool is going to give you a graphic representation of your whole network drive. Might take a few seconds to set up. I have one right here called Grants. It will scan your whole file tree, and you'll watch what happens. It will scan the grant file. I just used that in the last one. And it will give you a graphic representation of all the files in my grant file. I can click on, for example, Excel funds, and it'll show me exactly how large each one is. I might look here and say, oh, 11.9 megabytes in layouts. Let me go in and see what that is. It'll also list the top 50, the largest files that I have, when they were modified, and so on. You can go by largest, oldest, newest. So you have quite a few sorting capabilities with this. This is going to help you kind of get to the bottom of your file size and only deal with the largest instead of having to just find some of your smaller files and go one by one. So that's it. And if you have any questions, you know that we're always available to answer anything, so please feel free to. And as we become more tech savvy, we know that file sizes are getting larger because of more multimedia, and we want to be aware of that. So again, if you need any help, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you very much for your attention.